For more than 2 decades, Chris Martin has been the beating heart of Coldplay, a band that transformed from a scrappy university quartet in London to one of the world's most influential stadium-filling acts. With global hits like Yellow, Fix You, and Viva La Vida, Martin's soaring vocals and introspective lyrics helped define an era of alternative pop rock. But now, as Coldplay approaches what Martin himself has hinted could be their final album cycle, industry insiders and a growing number of fans are asking a provocative question. Is it time for Chris Martin to finally let go of Coldplay? A legacy few can match. Coldplay's journey is the stuff of music legend. Since their debut in 1996, the band has sold over 100 million albums, won multiple Grammy Awards, and staged some of the most ambitious tours in modern history. Their ability to reinvent their sound, from the melancholic simplicity of Parachutes to the technicolor euphoria of Music of the Spheres, has kept them relevant for an entire generation. Much of that adaptability comes from Martin's relentless creative drive. He is not only the group's frontman but also its chief songwriter and emotional compass. Yet, with success comes the question of closure. Coldplay has repeatedly teased that 2025 might mark the end of their studio album releases. In past interviews, Martin admitted the band planned to stop recording new music after their 12th album. "Our story as an album-making band will end then," he once said, though he left room for touring and special projects. Fans initially dismissed this as another publicity tease, but as the date draws nearer, Martin's words carry a heavier weight: the pressure of perfection. Friends and music analysts suggest Martin's perfectionism could be both a blessing and a burden. Chris is one of those artists who always wants to give the audience more spectacle, more emotion, more connection, says a British music journalist. But at some point, that drive can make it hard to walk away, even when the timing is right. Recent interviews reveal Martin's conflicted feelings. While he has expressed excitement about future creative ventures, he has also confessed that Coldplay's music remains his life's work, describing the band as a family he cannot imagine leaving. This attachment, while understandable, fuels speculation that Martin might struggle to pivot into a solo career or risk-taking collaborations if he continues to prioritize Coldplay's brand. Fans want more and less. The debate extends to Coldplay's passionate global fanbase. Some listeners remain fiercely loyal, craving new music and live shows for as long as the band is willing to deliver. Others, however, argue that Martin risks diluting Coldplay's legacy by dragging out the farewell. Social media threads are filled with comments urging him to end on a high note rather than fade into safe repetition. Chris has already proven himself as one of the greatest songwriters of his generation. One fan wrote, "It's time for him to explore something different. Maybe a solo album, maybe film scoring. But don't let Coldplay become a nostalgia act." The road ahead. Whether Martin heeds this advice remains to be seen. Coldplay's current Music of the Spheres tour continues to sell out arenas worldwide, demonstrating that their popularity is as strong as ever. Behind the scenes, industry whispers suggest Martin is considering solo projects, from experimental soundscapes to intimate acoustic recordings. He has already collaborated with artists like BTS, Beyoncé, and Rihanna, hinting at a creative curiosity that could flourish outside Coldplay's framework. Still, letting go of a band that defined your life is no small task. For Chris Martin, Coldplay is more than a career. It is a personal narrative woven through friendships, triumphs, and heartbreaks. Moving on would not simply mean starting anew. It would mean closing a chapter that shaped modern music for nearly 30 years. As the countdown to 2025 continues, fans and critics alike will be watching closely. Whether Chris Martin steps into a bold new solo era or finds a way to keep Coldplay alive in some form, one thing is certain: his next move will define the future of one of music's most beloved frontmen, and perhaps the fate of Coldplay itself.